the agenda. As you can see, the F keyboard. The floor is yours.
Okay. Thank you. And you all, thank you again for coming. It's better to maybe standing here. First of all, the reason and our inspiration of this presentation, maybe most of you know Mr. Ihsan, and I want to start with him at first. This presentation idea was came from IPRS to know more about Ihsan's training methods and existing education course. I will tell a bit about it. Then I will have a very small presentation about some Turkish language. Maybe you saw in your Congress bags there are some Turkish words with English translations. So I just tell about it. When we talk about F keyboard, first we need to tell and mention Ihsan and how he invented the F keyboard. Before, I want to make a very short story from the beginning of his teacher area, and he started as a teacher in his career in Izmir for typewriting and office management and accounting in the business school. But in that times, the typewriter machines was just beginning its first usage in business and other places. So in 1946, the situation was about many typewriters were important from other foreign countries into Turkey. So all the machines were coming with different keyboard typewriter layouts, and that was the biggest problem for him, because when he chose a layout and teach his students, then in the business and offices, they always see the different ones. And he started to find opportunities to make a new layout, especially for Turkish, a standard one, but also the best and the most efficient one. Also, in 1948, he started to organize championships in typewriting, first in Izmir, then in Istanbul, and at the end, he started to organize Turkish typewriting championships. Also, as a third topic, he started to again investigations in stenography in Turkish language. There were an existing system in Turkey, but he made some inventions and new methods by French and English systems. And then our main topic, typewriting school. In 1954, he founded a typewriting course, a private school. It's also the first private school of Turkey. It was typewriting and secretary courses, just the name. Then, after 10 years of investigations and research, he invented a new keyboard layout as the most efficient for Turkish language. That is the F keyboard, we call it today. Actually, the name is, in that year's, Standard Turkish Layout for Keyboards. It was also registered in Turkish Standardization Institute. It's a photo from with his students. Also, I think maybe one of them are one of champions. In 1957, he first time attended to the Intersteno Congress. This is our actually beginning of our story in Intersteno of Turkish group. Last year, it was our 60th anniversary in Intersteno as Turkish group. Then, with invention of F keyboard, the standard Turkish layout, he started to train his students for the competitions, and 1965, his student Ece Özbayrak became the world champion first time in Intersteno Congresses. She is the first world champion of Turkey. And here there is a very important and very epic story that regarding to this great success. The typewriting school, he changed the name as Champion. In English, champion, because he always told us that we wanted to get that right to use this name. First, we have to be the world champion, then we can use this name in our school and in our trainings. That is why the name of this school is Champion in 1965. We can look at F keyboard and how Mr. Yener invented this layout. Maybe some of us knows about the features about it. It's actually based on phonetic features of Turkish language. It's maybe not the first time ever. Maybe before in United States, a keyboard called Dvorak was invented. It's very similar one, but especially for Turkish language. This means in our Turkish language, we have vowel and the consonant letters together. One vowel and one consonant. So it makes the language very phonetic. And the second one is the principle of most frequent letters placed on much used fingers. That means here you can see on the main line we have the most common and most frequented letters in Turkish language for minimum moving of fingers. And also the left and right hand rates, all the vowels are on our left hands, and all the rest letters, mostly the common letters, is on our right hand. And also you can see 64% of all frequency of letters is on the middle line. So you can write maybe 64% of words in Turkish language just in the middle line. Then you can see this research, the result of that research in 10 years, how they place the letters here. The most powerful fingers and the most can move 4 fingers have the $25, all half of the letters, just 2 fingers, as you can see. And the other ones placed as equality. So you can see little fingers have very rare frequency. Also, these statistics calculated by a scientific research in that time by 30,000 words in Turkish language. Regarding the F keyboard's features, he always said our secret of success is coming from, firstly, from the F keyboard. Because at that times, it was the most scientific keyboard there. And 50% of the success is F keyboard at least. I shared a research here. Last year, it's still the most scientific one for Turkish language. And it's been proved again by a professor in Ankara University by a research. Actually, the research is for primary education and Turkish letters connections. So she proved that F keyboard is also the best one for Turkish. At the end, champion typewriting course. After the F keyboard successes, he trained all his competitors in his private school, and since 1954, it's been the real power behind the successes in the world champions. And he always trained his competitors to be a champion. Till now, more than 80,000 students were trained and graduated. In business, they are working still thousands of students. What they teach in the courses of typewriting, we call F keyboard training courses. First basic principle of touch typing, we call it English touch typing. Our method is totally using of 10 fingers, as you know. Then we have some important methods, how to sit and how to use your arms, fingers, and all your body in the right position. With that, all letters, numbers, marks, and other keys training with the practical and special methods. Then the regular text practices. Then also we teach in the course the basics of Microsoft Word software to use in daily life, in the business and offices. And also for some secretarial skills, letter and correspondence types and formats and the other skills was teaching in this course. Practices for, at the last, increasing the speed based on accuracy to reach the advanced levels, also to the competitions. Here we are mixing the accuracy and the speed together from the beginning, because the right method to be able to do at the same time, because without the accuracy, your speed doesn't make any sense. Or if you only focus on the accuracy, your speed will not increase in the normal time. The training programs, there are actually more, but in basics, I can tell 4 programs. First, in Turkey, the Ministry of Education needed at least 160 hours typewriting training. This is the minimum for the government. But actually, for our education course, it's 192 hours to be able for typewriting skills in the regular speed. It's a minimum requirement. And then if you want to be a professional level and with other secretarial and office skills, you need 360 hours to be able to that. in the last, we all trained from there as the competitors, at least 600 hours of level, professional plus advanced competition to prepare for the Intersteno Congress to be a champion. So I have tried to make the summary of this education and training course. I also want to thank to our teachers on the right. They are also here. If you have any questions, I can answer or they can answer for you. Now or later. So thank you. I just maybe give some small information for Turkish letter words in the in the paper.
Please.
First, actually, I want to introduce some special letters for you. Some special sounds, actually. As I said, Turkish is a phonetic language. Basically means that also spoken the way is the same like in written language. It's also a new alphabet for us, about 100 years. Before we were using Arabic alphabets, very similar to Arabic alphabet. And in the Latin alphabet, we have some special sounds and letters from the other languages, and especially from English. I just, for example, want to introduce them. We have some Turkish pronunciation rules. Here you can see pronunciation of special Turkish characters. I just wanted to play for you. First is C. I have also in my surname, many people is confusing about it, especially in English. Kuyumcu. We have G sound, actually C in English. You can see the example here, I hope.
Journey, J, ceviz.
It's the same sound in journey.
Journey, J, ceviz.
And the other one is Che. It's maybe very complicated, maybe. It's like child.
Child, Ç, çorap.
Çorap. Anyone want to repeat?
Everyone, I think.
Or everyone? You can make together.
Just together.
If you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Journey, Ç, ceviz.
Then you can repeat ceviz. Ceviz. Z. Also, the sound of Z is also very different, maybe.
Child, Ç, çorap.
Çorap. Okay. And another one is G. It's actually G in English, but we call it as G.
Child, Ç,
Oh, sorry.
go, G, giriş.
Giriş. Maybe.
Çorap,
Oh, sorry. Okay.
go, G, giriş.
Giriş. And the most difficult one is actually like a hidden letter, hidden sound, to mix some vowels or sounds, because we actually don't have any rule to mix two vowels together. So in general, we mix two vowels to add in the center and another letter. I even cannot give the sound. Maybe you can understand here. Sorry.
Sao. Sao.
The sound is like in
Sao. Sa. All. You can see here. Thank you. Sao. Here. Here first one sa. The second one is all, but there is another letter in the center. Sao. It's like a bridge. Sao. It's actually, thank you is actually, maybe some of you know, teşekkürler, but Saul is another one, the short one, thanks, like thanks. Yeah, more informal. And it's another one, I in English, is, we call it, or we pronounce it, E.
Sit. I. I.
E. E. Again.
Sit. I. I.
And another one is very different from English. We have two I, sound. We write it without point, without dot. It's pronounced like You can listen.
Open. Kapalı.
It's like E in the open. Kapalı. Yeah, great. Another one is is with dots O. It's like bird.
Döner.
Döner, maybe you know. Döner kebap.
Döner.
Döner. Another one, U. It's like we call it the U letter in English as U, like in push.
Push. Tuvalet.
Tuvalet. Tuvalet. It's toilet. And with two dots, we have another one. It's pronounced U, like in few, but not exactly the same. Very similar. You can listen here.
Lütfen.
Lütfen. Yeah, please, very simple. And the last one is she. Like in show.
Show. She. Yavaş.
Yavaş. Shh. Yes. That's all our special characters and pronunciations. Maybe we can look at some words in Turkish. For example, the most simple one for everyone is merhaba. You can repeat merhaba. And then maybe a bit difficult is hoşça kal. Here we can she and che. Hoşça kal. And you already know lütfen. Excuse me means affedersiniz. Maybe difficult. And another famous one, teşekkürler. Evet. And hayır. And tamam. I don't know, I can repeat all, but if you want. Or, okay. Good morning is günaydın. And then iyi günler. İyi günler. Good is actually iyi. And iyi akşamlar. Then iyi geceler. This is actually not the exact translation, but simple to say in the shops. How much is something, for example, for the price. Kaç para? Yes. And the first expression for the introductions, nasılsın? Yes. And the answer is iyi. Fine. And then the next one in conversation is memnun oldum. Memnun oldum. And then I don't understand means anlamıyorum. Sorry. Anlamıyorum. This is the first one. Okay, this is maybe the best and most useful for you. Türkçe bilmiyorum. Türkçe bilmiyorum. And also, yeah, there's one more. İngilizce biliyor musunuz? İngilizce biliyor musunuz? And see you soon means görüşmek üzere. Bakar mısınız? And rica ediyorum. Sure, you need to say something first. What you want to have. Çok güzel. It means also very good or excellent. Say, iyi, kötü. Then food. Yeah. Afiyet olsun. And then kahvaltı. Su. Çay. It's also Chinese say. Ekmek. Tuz. Karabiber. Şeker. Sıcak. Soğuk. Şimdi. Bugün. Yarın. Dün. Kapalı. Açık. Havalimanı. Also useful. Otobüs. Harita. Meydan. Cadde. Müze. Saray. Kilise. And cami. That's all. Congratulations. And thank you for listening.
Thank you for this course, this language course, Emrah.